Hello everyone, welcome back to the Seaborn series. In this video, we will be talking about Seaborn pair plot. This type of graph is used to see the relationship between different pairs of data points in a dataset. We can think of it as a grid of small dot plots that shows every column of numbers in our data to every other column, a kind of a pair relationship. So let's look at one of the most simple example of a pair plot. So this is the code. So here you can see I have used the Seaborn Pairplot method, and I have used the same automobile dataset which I have used in the Seaborn series. So let me run this code. Usually the Pairplot takes some time to run or to execute the code. So let's wait. So I'm getting some warnings. Yeah, so I think need to define this in the beginning. Okay, let's wait. So our kernel is still executing. Yeah, so now our pair plot is being plotted. So we can see here. So this the whole diagram is a kind of a grid-like structure where we have the plot in the form containing the rows and the column. So you can see here we have all the column names, mostly the numerical column names on the y-axis, and on the x-axis also we have the column names. Okay, so we have symboling. So if we look at this particular diagram. So this diagram is showing the relationship between symboling and the highway mileage. This one is showing about the wheelbase and uh, highway mileage. Okay, this diagram is showing the relationship between length and the CTMPG. So this way we can find out which diagram is showing the relationship between which other diagram. But if we look at the diagonals, so basically diagonals is showing the relationship between the same column, symboling and symboling. Okay, this one is the wheelbase and with wheelbase, and this diagonal shows the distribution of the column, how the data is being distributed. Okay, so but the other diagrams is a kind of a pair plot diagram. You can see it's mostly scatter plot. The reason behind scatter plot is very obvious because uh, the the columns are mostly numerical, and if we know that scatter plots are mostly used for finding out the relationship between two numerical columns. So yeah, so this was about a simple pair plot. We can also add hue. So if we want to find out the pair plot with respect to different groups, we can do that. So here I've used the hue is equal to fuel type. Fuel type is a categorical column, and let's see. We'll wait for the code execution. Yeah, it's running. Yeah, it's will take few more seconds. It's executing. It's going to be executed now. Yes, so this is the pair plot which is being drawn, and you can see here fuel type. We have gas and diesel. Let me increase the size. Yeah, so you can see here fuel type is gas and diesel, and this is the pair plot. You can see two diagrams, orange and blue. So blue is basically the fuel type is gas, and orange is like a diesel. So this way we can do that. But what we have seen right now is like if we try to create a pair plot on the entire data set, it takes time to execute the code. Okay, so we also have a facility that if we want to only include only subset of variables or columns, we can also do that. So what I'm going to do, I am going to include only certain columns for which I want to find out the relationship. So I was included wheelbase, length, height, and width. So this is what it will happen. It will take lesser time to execute the code, and it will become we can also have only relevant columns which we want for the visualization purpose. So we can see here, this is our diagram. So we have this plots wheelbase with respect to wheelbase. This diagram is showing the relationship between length and the width. Similar where this diagram is showing the relationship between height and width, and we have different colors which are depicting the fuel type as gas and diesel respectively. So this way we can create in the we can do a pair plot with only selected variables with the help of this parameter vars. Now, the next step is like we can also create a kind of a linear regression model in the scatter plot, so which will give us an idea about how is the relationship, whether it's in the positive direction or it's in the negative direction. So yeah, so let me show you. So how we can do it by using kind is equal to reg. So it's going to create a kind of a reg plot, kind of a straight line in the scatter plot. So we can see I've only selected few columns for this purpose, as in the previous code. Now we can see here, so it has created a line. Okay, so let's take this example. So this example is showing the relationship between width and the wheelbase. So we can say here is like, so on a general, we can say that when the width and wheelbase are directly proportional, if the width increases, so wheelbase also increases. Okay, and that's with both the cars with fuel type gas and diesel. We can say here. Now let's say this one, width and height. Okay, so we can say when the fuel type is gas, so this blue line. Okay, so we can say that when the width increases, so height also increases when the fuel type of the car is gas. But when it's a diesel, it also increases, but it has a more sharp increase. You can see here. It's a more sharp increase. It has a more higher angle. So this way we can draw different conclusion. Similar way we can look at this particular thing. So like this way we can find out the relationship between. And this line tells us that whether it's a positive direction of proportion, or it's a negative direction of proportion. So this way we can find out the relationship between different features accordingly. So this was all about pair plot, and hope you found this video informative. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, everyone.